You've watched so many nofap videos, they're saying you that you need to go on nofap streaks. You overthink about the nofap streaks and you fight the urges late at night. But you still relapse. But do you think this is random? Because it clearly isn't. It's your own fault that you're still addicted to porn. And I know this sounds harsh, I know this sounds very unfriendly from me, but if you really question yourself deep in the heart, you will understand what I mean, cause it's your fault that you're still addicted. Think about it, most people that have quit porn haven't done this by going on nofap streaks, because do you want to hear the real truth about nofap streaks? All of these people who seem to have already quit this addiction forever, they're maybe jerking off on day 20 again. They're just telling you that their streak continues. Maybe they're on day 50, but online they are on day 300. And do you know why they do this? Because you can't tell if someone is lying or if someone is telling the truth in this niche. And this is why I completely distanced myself from nofap. I used another method which helped me quit this 5-year porn addiction just 7 months. There's a reason why I always say 7 months. It took me 7 months to fully quit this addiction completely. And you need to imagine, I had this addiction for 5 years. There were days when I jerked off 7 times a day. 2 times before school, 1 time at lunch, 1 time after school, and then 3 times in the evening time when nobody was there. And keep in mind, during these times I was on nofap. So basically I had this 30-day nofap streak, right? And then I lost it. For some reason I decided to relapse. But after relapsing I felt so shameful. I felt so guiltyful. Really. And this made me really unhappy. So I needed a way to balance this feeling of shame, this feeling of guiltfulness out. And so what I did was that I just jerked off again. So I felt better. But then after relapsing a second time it went down. And then I had to jerk off again so that it's going up again. And again and again and again and again. This was one of the worst days of my entire life. And I don't want that you end like this. Because nofap will destroy you. It won't bring you anywhere, trust me. From all of my 5 years of being addicted to porn, I've wasted 3 of them on being on nofap. I always was the kid who was overthinking about the nofap streak. But in reality it didn't matter that much. It literally didn't matter that much. Because on nofap, you go on a streak, you feel motivated. You end the streak at some day because something shitty happens. You relapse, you feel shameful, and you repeat. You are again motivated. And the problem is, if you're motivated, if you're focusing on nofap, you're not focusing on the other areas of your life. You understand what I mean? There are guys your age, which are having fucking businesses. Maybe if you're 12-year-olds, then not. But there are guys who are like brutally competitive, and these guys, they will fuck the shit out of you. Sorry that I'm saying this like this, but you need to imagine someone else's goal who's your age. He's going to the gym for 6 times a week, while your goal is quitting this addiction. You understand? He's so far ahead of you. And with nofap, you focus entirely only on nofap. But this is the problem. To quit this addiction, you need to do this passively, so that you can focus on other areas of your life. If you focus on other areas of your life, you're automatically less likely to relapse. Because you don't care that much, because you have this vision, because you have this goal. So the best way to quit this addiction is passively. Now you might be thinking, but Diego, how do I do this? How do I actually quit this addiction passively? Well, go click the link in the description. It's the first link in the description. There you will find out. It will change your life genuinely. But don't go there if you're just here for fun. This is for real action takers. This is for guys who actually want to quit this addiction, not for guys who are just here to joke around. So don't go there if you're a retard. If you're a retard who's just watching these videos for fun because I have a nice background, please leave, please unsubscribe, close this tab and never come back again. Peace out.